Hi, Takhari. Welcome to the Small Business Spotlight podcast. We're so happy to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Can you start by introducing yourself and tell us a little bit about your business and what you do?
So, my name is Takhari Lattimore. As you stated, I am the owner of Prestigious Financial Solutions. We offer an array of different financial services from tax preparation, credit repair, bookkeeping, business management, business structure, a lot of different financial services all in one.
Love it. So you offer multiple
Yes,
services for your
multiple
clients, not
services.
just tax preparations.
Correct, correct.
Okay, perfect. What inspired you to start Prestigious Financial Solutions, and where did you come up with the name Prestigious?
Well, what inspired me to start this business, I was trying to find a way. I knew that working a 9 to 5 ideally wasn't for me. And my biggest hurdle was I was shy. I was really, really shy. I started out in real estate school, just trying to really figure out which way I wanted to go. While I was in real estate school, I wanted to build my pipeline. So I jumped into credit repair while still in real estate school. From there, it just really it kind of took off. I went into from credit repair, I went into tax preparation and started adding on all these different other services that we now offer to, where we are today. So what kind of inspired me is I knew that the 9 to 5 was typically not for me. It wasn't designed for me. It wasn't working out. And I hated the idea of living paycheck to paycheck. I
Yeah.
knew that, it was something greater out there for me. And I always wanted to give back and serve my community.
What now, was that a hard move for you to make? Because the comfort of working a 9 to 5, you're going to get your check every 2 weeks, or there's a comfort knowing that you're going to get paid. So, how was it for you when you decided to leave that 9 to 5 world? I mean, was it hard or?
Actually, it was not. I left my 9 to 5 during 2020, COVID. I got laid off. I was highly confused. They're like, oh, what am I going to do? But I trust God in
Mhm.
everything that I do. And when I tell you that was the best thing that has ever happened to me. I have not clocked in on anybody's clock since then. Since that layoff, business has been thriving. I have met so many wonderful people in this entrepreneurial journey that I'm on. I call it a journey because I'm not where I want to be, but I'm
Mhm.
definitely not where I used to be.
I love that. And it's like you said, you call it a journey because you're never going to be finished. You're never going to
No,
be done. And would you say that your faith has definitely helped lead you to where you are today?
absolutely. Absolutely. That's my number one. That's the core.
Beautiful. I love it. What was the biggest challenge you faced when starting out, and how did you overcome it?
My biggest challenge was trying to figure out how to balance the business and being a new mom. And I was a single mother.
Mm,
So, like I
that's
said,
hard.
my only support at that time was my mother.
Hmm.
So, I had to figure out, certain events I wanted to attend, certain things I wanted to do. I had to kind of figure out another way or another option to, you know, kind of work my schedule out. But I know I needed to be seen. And then, like I said, I was shy.
How did you
So,
overcome that being shy?
personal development.
You were definitely work
And
on yourself.
yeah, and I understood that being in my comfort zone, that's your broke zone. Nothing is happening
Oh.
there. Nothing is happening in your comfort zone. So once I started to get outside of my comfort zone, talking to people face to
Hmm.
face, not just posting a post on social media,
Hmm.
once I got to that part, I understood that, hey, this is where I needed to be. And this was kind of a calling that God had on my life. And I love it. And it comes naturally. I'm learning more and more that just be organic, be you. People are going to accept you for who you are. And that has really, really worked in my favor.
That's amazing. What makes Prestigious Financial Solutions stand out from, let's say, H&R Block, or other financial companies out there? What makes you unique to set apart from those?
I think that we are more personable. So when I say we're more personable, we're more involved with our clients, with their life, their lifestyle, things that are going on with their life. And we also, like I stated, we just don't offer tax prep. We offer an array of different services that help the client in different areas of their life. When it comes from tax prep, bookkeeping, if they have
Hmm.
a small business, I let all my small business owners know, hey, you need bookkeeping, you need these different things to kind of set you up for success and set you up for the ultimate, business funding, utilizing other people's money
Hmm.
so that you can expand and grow, and that's just what every business owner looks for. So
Hmm.
we try to get a little bit more personable in the services that we offer and how we can help our clients as well as our community.
And you said that you're very active in helping the community.
Very, very active in helping the community. Every year we do a Thanksgiving feeding, whether we're feeding the less fortunate, the sick and shut in, whoever needs a warm Thanksgiving meal. We try to do it as close to Thanksgiving as possible that we're able to feed. And I know the last couple of years we've been able to feed over at least 200 people per feeding. Our very first year we did it, we did feed an assisted living facility.
Okay.
So we were able, I think it was about maybe 60 residents in that unit. We were able to feed all of them and the nurses. So that really kind of like, it really kind of took off, and we offer that every year, as well as we do our back to school
Hmm.
drive, giving the children great quality backpacks full of supplies. We offered this year, we were able to do not only just like, kids in the public, but we had certain kids that literally had nothing. So
Hmm.
we were able to buy them shoes and, a different array of things that we were able to service them. And I'm excited about our new partnership. We have two complexes in Winter Haven.
Hmm.
We're going to offer the back to school drives as well for those complexes.
That's amazing. We need more people
Yeah.
like you in this world, Takari. What are some of the most common mistakes you see individuals or small business owners do or make when it comes to their finances or taxes?
The most common mistake I see on the personal side, individuals not having the adequate amount of taxes taken out of their paychecks. So once they get the W-2 in box one, they have an annual income of maybe 65,000. In box two, where it holds your federal withholdings, is zero or $100. So no taxes were taken out, and it's like, it's a conversation that we like to have in the beginning of the year
Hmm.
and not the end, because at the end it's nothing that we can do,
Right.
just
So, how would you where can you tell people, like, how can they know what number to put in that box? Like, because I feel like a lot of people, they don't know where to go, or they don't even know the resources to where it tells them, oh, if you make this much money, this is how much you have to put. So where can someone go to get that correct information to make sure they're taking out the right withholdings?
2 to 3 different places. I would say number one, start with your HR. They will host that W-4 form. Now there are 3 to 4 maybe different versions of that W-4 form, and it is also resources on the IRS website that will help you fill that form out as well. But you're gonna always put what, whether or not you have dependents, because it's going to ask you how many dependents. I think it's 500 per dependent.
Hmm.
Or if you don't have a dependent, if it's just you, you're going to put like 2,000. So you're going to fill that form out, and you're going to go all the way down to your box four.
Hmm.
And if you work a second job, you're going to put whatever additional monies that needs to come out, because if you're making additional income, it's going to require more taxes to be taken out. And also on the IRS website, there's information so you can see which tax bracket you fall in, to see whether or not it's going to be 10%, 15%, what the percentage is of
Right.
taxes that needs to come out of that W-2 at
So,
the end of the year.
okay. Yeah, that's very important because I feel like a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, and they don't. And also on the small business side of it, I also recommend bookkeeping, because a lot of small business owners overlook bookkeeping, but don't realize and understand why they really, really need it.
Hmm.
When it hosts an array of all your financial reports, it tells you where you are in your business, if your business is making money, if you're losing money,
Right.
where you need to pick up more at, or kind of pull back more.
Hmm.
Also, when you go into the bank to get loans, you need these financial reports. So if you have bookkeeping throughout the year. I would
Hmm.
tell people don't wait to the end of the year because,
Right.
it's just a bigger bill. At the end of the year, if you have that bookkeeping throughout the year, you're going to take your profit and loss statement and you're going to give it to your tax preparer. You don't
Hmm.
have nothing else to worry about because you have been tracking your finances the entire year. So that's something I do see a lot on the small business side. They'll come and say, "Hey, I got bank statements." Like, okay, they're not reconciled, you know.
Right.
So that's
And
the
you
biggest
help
problem. Yes,
business owners with that too,
correct.
reconciling and okay, good. What's one piece of financial advice you think everybody should know?
My biggest thing I think everyone should know as far as finances, budgeting. And that's going to spill over into every category.
Hmm.
In your tax preparation, if you budget and take out the adequate amount of taxes, or if you're budgeting the amount of money that is coming out of the check, say for instance, not enough is coming out and you know that, so you need to budget and put aside
Hmm.
for what you need to pay the IRS at the end of the year. I see a lot of issues with credit. The main issue is budgeting. They don't
Hmm.
have a budget. They don't have a budget.
So I feel like without a budget, you're just spending
You're just
with no
spending.
limit.
You're just spending, and then we have people spending from their personal account and also spending from their business account.
Hmm.
So the money is just all over the place, but you don't know where your money is going.
Right. And I feel like that puts, and then debt comes in and then puts a lot of people into debt.
A lot.
Now, does your company help, would say if someone wanted to learn how to budget, do you teach them or do you show them how to
We
budget?
do. We do
That's,
actually show them how to budget,
mhm.
different areas that they can change, certain things in. And we also do like a financial analysis report.
Okay.
So it's going to pull out, like I said, all those needless subscriptions
Hmm.
because we all have like just, all these
Yes.
things we sign up for. You don't even know what's coming out of your account, as well as whatever that goal is that we have set, teach you how to reach that goal and actually become successful in it. Because if you don't have a plan, then you plan to fail without a plan.
I like that. That's very true. How do you help your clients, not just during tax season, but all year long? And I know you said that you're very involved in the community and you help Thanksgiving dinners, but outside of tax season, how do you help your clients? Like, do you check in with them, from time to time? Like, do you try to really make it personable for them, the
Yes. So
experience?
how we help them throughout the year, we try to stay in contact. We do a lot of email blasting. So we also send them out tips. Send them
Hmm.
out tips and things they can do throughout the year, as well as a lot of people come. They want to say, "Well, how can I make additional money?" And especially like this year with the finances, a lot of people are trying to find different ways to supplement income.
Hmm.
So we try to give certain tips or give out different resources that will help them throughout the year, as well as like now I just ran a special with my course, giving them an opportunity to find a way to make additional money on the side. So that's one way we try to stay in contact with them, as well as like next month we're going to start back our light bill assistance. So what happens is they once they click like and subscribe and follow our pages and do
Hmm.
all those things, they can go into a drawing, and we will, whoever comes up out of that drawing, we will draw that name and we will assist them with their light bill.
Wow, that's
Yeah, I
amazing.
wish we could really like do it on a bigger scale, but
Right. Anything help. I mean, the
hmm
fact that you're offering that is truly amazing because I feel like, especially now, there's a lot of people struggling out there just to pay a
hmm
light bill or just to pay, a bill.
correct.
So the fact that you're offering this is just truly amazing. And I really, really respect that. What's been your proudest moment since starting Prestigious Financial Solutions?
So my proudest moment would definitely have to be getting our brick and mortar.
Hmm.
That's our proudest moment, well, for me anyway. We coming up actually this month will be a year that we have had our brick and mortar. I have been virtual previously since 2017,
Hmm.
and going into COVID, the virtual did help. But I wanted to find a way to kind of connect back with the community
Hmm.
and also have a place for my preparers and my other contracted agents to work out of, as well as a place for the community to come and be serviced. as well. So that was so far, it's been one of my proudest moments, as well as, like I stated, our core value is community.
Mm-hmm.
We care about the community.
Mm-hmm.
We service the community, but we also want to give back to them.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something that I horn back in on, is giving back,
Mm-hmm.
from the feedings that we do in the back to school drives. So those are things that we try to, focus on.
Oh, I love that's amazing because you don't see a lot. I mean, it's not like H&R Block is doing that, or
No,
so you really make it to where people can come and feel okay. I feel safe here. She's gonna take care of me, and she's gonna take care of my finances.
absolutely.
Absolutely, that's
Absolutely.
the vibe that I get. So you said that when you started, it was just you, correct?
Correct.
Now, how many people do you have working with you?
So right now it is about 18, roughly 18 to 20. I do have a couple of referral agents that are partnered with me as well, but directly under me, I have about 18 different agents, from tax preparers and credit agents, as well as a one bookkeeper who works alongside with my company.
Wow, that's amazing. When in your journey with finances, was there ever a time where you felt discouraged or you just had a bad day, and what kept you going when you reached that point? Because I feel like as business owners, as especially entrepreneurship, it's not
Hmm.
easy. We all reach the point of like, what was the moment where you were like, I have to keep pushing on, and what motivated you
Every other day.
every
Let's
other
say that.
day?
Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you, hey, every day is a good day. We all have bad days, but I think that your mindset is important. Your mindset has to know that at the end of the day, this day must end. So whatever's going on in this moment, in this day, step back from it, and you're gonna regroup, and you're gonna come back again tomorrow. You're gonna give it 1,000%. Whatever did not work out yesterday, it's going to work out today. And sometimes I understand, I know that things don't always work in our favor, but I think we have to realize that whether it's your divine purpose, or if it's meant to be, it will happen. So I look at entrepreneurship and business, and owning a business, and understanding that it's not for the faint, it's not for the weak at heart.
It's
Let
not.
me tell you, because you're not gonna have $1,000 day every day,
Absolutely.
and you may not have it every week. You know what I mean? But whatever you do, understand that done is better than perfect. So it does not have to be perfect for you to accomplish your goal. It may not happen today, but don't give up. Just do it. Keep pushing, put your all into it, and come back at it and do it again. Just get up every day and do something.
Then
you know,
that's that 100%. I agree with you 100% because I know there have been days where I'm just like what do I do? But you know what? Today's like you said, today's
and
done, and you just have to keep pushing it.
and
You just have to.
I also think that this will help a lot of people, because I fell into this funk of social media. When it comes to building a business, you're fresh, you're looking at everybody on social media. And but this person is doing this, and this person is doing that, and another person is doing 5 businesses, and you can't be successful in one. Focus on your lane. Follow one course until successful. Do what you do. Because social media, you're only getting a glimpse
Oh,
of
absolutely.
what is going on in somebody's life. You don't know if they're over there crying when they posting this.
Or
You know what I mean?
struggling.
Struggling,
Hmm.
eviction notices. The most richest people, or successful people, let's say that. Let's not talk about riches, but successful, wealthy people. They've been evicted. They've had repossessions. They filed bankruptcies. They took a chance. You got to be a risk taker to be successful in any business. You got to give it your all. But don't focus on what the next person is doing, or comparing yourself, because that will kill your dream before it gets off the ground.
Message. I'll
Yeah.
say that one. Message right there. Whoever needs it. Takari, what's something exciting that you're working on with Prestigious Financial Solutions that you're excited to roll out for your clients in 2026?
In 2026, we are excited. We are excited about our new powerhouse experience. It's something that we have been working on for a couple of years, and it's kind of forming and actually coming together, and now it's a reality. So we have taken the services that we offer. We have heard the need of our clients. A lot of our clients, they come They can't get into a home. They can't purchase. They don't have the purchasing power. They don't have either the right amount of income, and the credit is just all over the place. And like I said, we have to go back to the budget, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we take all of the services that we offer and we keep them in house, and we horn in on what we can do for this client. So say for instance, a client comes, they want to purchase a home. They already filed taxes with us. So we're managing your tax preparation service and what is on the taxes. So that's a part of the home buying process. The credit is not really, really bad, but it's not where it should be. So we're going to manage this for you as well and get you to where you need to be. But not only that, we're also going to partner you with one of our loan officers as well as a broker or a realtor, depending on what your goal is. Or even if you want to get a home from a builder or whatever the case may be, we have these partnerships already in place to take you from walking in and telling us what your dream is, telling us what you're trying to do, and we're plugging you in with all these different people to get you to where you need to be. We're going to get you all the way to the closing table. We're going to make sure that your taxes are correct and accurate. We're going to make sure that your credit is where it should be so you can get the best interest rate possible. And that's something that we kind of focus on too, because sometimes people will push you into something even when you're really not really ready. And say for instance, I always tell people, like, if your home is 350,000 and your neighbors is 350,000, their interest rate may be at a 2% or 3%, and then your interest rate over here is higher because you have more debt. So what can we do to consolidate this debt and kind of get you to where you need to be so you can get the best rate possible? Because we don't want you paying 100,000 more than what your neighbor paid for the same home.
No, absolutely not.
So yeah, we like to educate. That's the
I think
thing.
that's very important too.
Educate, yeah, because at the end of the day, a lot of my clients will tell you, if I feed you a fish, you can only eat for a day. But if I teach you how to fish, you can eat for a lifetime.
Absolutely.
So that is something, like, I want you to be able to maintain good credit. I want you to be able to maintain good financial status and standing, and how to actually budget and get to where you need to be.
Now, would you say that that separates you differently from, like, say, like H&R Block or other? Because I feel like when you go in there, they're just there to give you the service that you're paying for.
Correct.
They're not taking the time to really educate you in, okay, listen, this is how it works. This is how it's structured. So so you can take it with you later on in life. So you offer the service, but you also educate your clients.
Correct. So that is definitely what will set us apart from, let's just say, the big box
The bigger
name.
names, yeah.
It sets us apart because, number one, we're going to be more personable with you. We're literally in your business.
All of them are business.
We're in your business, as well as we are educating you. We're not here to just put these numbers in here for you, but I need you to know why I'm doing this and why I'm telling you to do this. So that's the main reason why I like to keep in contact with our clients throughout the year to see where they're at. Hey, have you checked your W-4? Where are you in your business startup process? Have you done this? Have you got the business bank account? Like, we need to know these things, and we keep that door open for communication with our clients and let them know, hey, this is what we're doing and this is what you're doing. Also, I tell a lot of our credit repair clients that it's not just a service where you're going to come here and say, hey, we're going to fix your credit. It's not that kind of service. We have a job to do, and you have a job to do as well, in order for us to make this work.
To work together. Yeah, to work together. I love that. I know I'm gonna go to buy a house. buy our second house.
Good investment property.
Yes, we own a house already now, so I want to buy another house. So I know who I'm gonna call.
Okay, call me.
Takhari, what advice would you give to somebody, especially because you mentioned you were a single mom when you really much started? What advice would you give someone who is wanting to take that leap to leave their 9 to 5 and pursue their passion? What advice would you give someone?
I'm going to give you the advice I would give someone in that situation to leave your 9 to 5 and start that business. I'm going to give you a realistic approach, right? I'm not going to tell you to quit your job tomorrow. Okay? I'm not going to do that, because in reality, the personal development is not there, and the drive is not there, and the clientele is not there. The income is not there.
Right.
So what you're going to do is take the resources that you have from that 9 to 5. You get off work at 5 o'clock. Let's say 7:30, 8 o'clock. You should be horned in on that business till 10, 11:30 at night. Every day you get off work, every weekend, you're going to sacrifice your time to give to that business so that you can actually start to see the benefits coming to you from that business. Because I think that people tell people things that are unrealistic, and they will tell you, hey, quit your job tomorrow and go out there and just start that business, and you have no money, you have no income. I heard somebody tell somebody, like, yeah, I literally started a business with no money. But let's just be for real.
Right.
The money has to come from somewhere.
Right. It doesn't just fall from trees.
It doesn't fall from
From
trees.
trees.
But sacrifice, dedication, commitment, if you're committed to the actual goal, it's going to happen. But I would not tell you, hey, quit your job and do the, work at it, continue to build the business, and understand that you don't need to have a brick and mortar to be successful. You don't need to have a brick and mortar to start the business. Get the clientele. Start doing test trials, do study trials. When I started in credit repair, I did credit for free for a certain number of people
To build up
to
that
build that
the
rapport.
clientele.
Yeah,
And the
because
trust.
yes, because people have to know, like, and trust you, number one. And number two, like, they have to know you for this. And let's just be honest, the first people that come to mind is your friends and family. But they only know
Yeah.
you, like, they only know me for being Takhari. They
Right.
don't know me for being a credit expert or the tax expert or
Right.
the number one tax coach mentor. They don't know me for that. They only know me like, oh, that's my friend, or that's my sister, that's my, they have to trust me with that. So you have to build a rapport, and you have to know how to actually have a real transaction with people, because you have to give them something in order to get what you're trying to get
Absolutely.
from them, to have that
Absolutely.
exchange. So I always say research, dedicate to it, just start where you are. Any extra time you have, start working on that business.
It's absolutely, I agree 100%. Would you say support wise, I know that you mentioned that your mom was a big supporter for you. She's been in your corner helping you in your journey from when you were in real estate school all the way till now to where you are. Would you say that your support
Has changed.
has changed? Like, was friends and family supporting you, or was it strangers mostly the ones who were supporting you and pushing your business?
I'm going to be honest. So I would say,
Transparency, yes.
yes, I would say the support system had to come from strangers. I am one who believe in investments. So I have had several different mentors that I have paid to teach me different things. To teach me, one, business credit, teach me how to have a real tax business, how to work on your back ends of your business, how to literally be the actual CEO or CFO of a company. You have to be taught these things, because just having an idea, a lot of us have a great ideas. We
Right.
have great ideas. We want to start these businesses, but realistically, we don't really know how.
Yeah.
We don't
I
really know how.
agree.
Like, we know the skill,
Right.
but we don't know the foundation.
Right. It makes sense up in here. Like, we see it. It's
Yeah.
great. It's great. But then it's like, how do I put it in concrete? Like, how do I put it to where it's in fruition?
Yeah. So I would honestly say I have several different mentors that actually have pushed me, sold into me, supported me, as well as, just taught me the things that I needed to know, which I have mentors in the future that I'm looking at to take me to a higher plateau. Because
Right.
every year I believe that we have to grow, we have to expand. Now, I don't negate from my family and my my mother and the people who have, like, literally supported me, or they're at every event, or making sure they're up late at
Right.
night with me, like packing backpacks. I don't forget none of that. So I'm grateful for my support system. But every year it's like I meet new people, I meet different people, and everybody serves a purpose. So my support system is pretty big at this point. Social media wise, you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook under Kari the Tax Pro. Our business page is Prestigious Financial Solutions, as well as our website is prestigiousfinancialsolutions.com. And if you're local here in the Winter Haven area, our office is located at 635 First Street South, Winter Haven, Florida, 33880. Give us a call. So I want to give a shout out to SB Media Studios here in Lakeland, Florida. This was a awesome experience, very smooth process. It's been a wonderful experience working with them or them having me here in their studio. It is nice and beautiful. I encourage you guys to reach out to them and see what they can service you with.